Thank you so much for joining everyone. Here we are, 8 countries together, and this is our students program. As you all know, we are celebrating quality education SDG-4 and connecting lessons, cultural diversity, innovation in education. And here we have 250 students from Vietnam and honorable 8 dignitaries from 8 different countries. Welcome you all, my beloved guests, honorable dignitaries. I love you all, and please, my dearest teacher, Ms. Khan, over to you. Can we please have our students now? Thank you.
Chào. Good afternoon, teacher. Listen to song, please. Yes. On the back, go round and round. 3, 2, 1. Go.
Yes, please.
Our school start in September and in May. We go to school on weekday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, dear. Any more?
Yes.
Okay, now. Let's get now. Hello. Our school has 12 lessons in the week. They are math, Vietnamese, art, music, science, history, geography, English, PE, IT, and math and science in English.
Okay.
Yes, can you hear?
Yes.
Yes. Listen, students from grade 1, classroom. Miss Moon, where are you? Hello, I'm here.
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Yes, we can.
Hello. And come here with me. Come here. Yeah, teacher. My name is Minh. I'm 6 years old. I'm 188. I love my school. I love teacher. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you.
Miss Thảo,
I can't hear you. Nói lại em ơi, nói lại. Hello everyone, my name is Mộc. I'm 6 years old. I like fish. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Yes. Super.
Miss Ngô Phương. Miss Ngô Phương. Hello, teacher.
Miss all of you. Hello, my name is Jack. Hello, my name is Jack. I'm in primary school. We are very to meet you today. Now I want to tell you about our hobby. We are hobby. The boy likes playing football, riding a bike, and swimming. The girl likes cooking, skipping, taking photo. I like riding a bike, playing football. What is your hobby? What is your hobby? What is your hobby? What's your hobby? What's your hobby?
Miss Monica, can you answer?
Yes.
What is your hobby?
My hobby is to listening from my students, like I am listening right now.
Yeah.
And connecting the world all together, Miss Khan, we are connecting the world. You can see our beautiful leaders are here. They are listening to our students, and this is our grand celebration. We are celebrating education, our students' contributions, our leaders' contributions. Thank you so much, my dearest leaders and students. You are just like flower, and you are just in the garden today. Thank you, Miss Khan.
Yes. That's okay. Nice to meet you. And you, I would like to introduce. Hi, I'm Han. I'm in class 3A2. My school is Stockholm Primary School. It is big and new school in Lào Cai City, Vietnam. This is my classroom. It is big and new. This is my computer room. This is modern. And that is the schoolyard. It is large and new. The library is small. I love my school very much. Thank you for listening.
Welcome.
Nice to meet you, Olaf. You say? Nice. Thank you.
Dear Monica, now
Yes.
my teacher and my student want to listen the sharing from
Okay.
and now the teacher on your stage. Now, just
Okay.
all the class again.
Thank you so much. So we will connect our leaders now. Is that okay, Ms. Khan?
Yeah.
Okay. So right now I welcome my honorable pretty sister from Greece, Rania Lampo ma'am. Over to you. Please greet my students in Vietnam and all my leaders here. And this is our opportunity to celebrate SDG-4 quality education. Thanks for joining. Rania Lampo ma'am here from Greece.
Greetings from Greece to all of the lovely children. I'm very, very honored and happy to connect with you. Actually, you remind me of my students who, like all children, are naturally curious and they love learning and they love sharing knowledge. So I encourage you to do your best in order to become the best version of yourself, because you know we all have a many of abilities and gifts, and many of these gifts have to be discovered. The best way to discover them is actually to test yourself every day in your classroom and your exchanges with your fellow students. So listen to yourself and observe yourself. You will surprise how good you are in many respects, because we are all different and unique, and your classmates may have different abilities from you. This is the joy and the beauty of life. Nobody's the same, and in this way we can collaborate and exchange our gifts for the common good. So be yourself, and at the same time enjoy the presence of your friends and your fellow students who took different gifts from God. Your teachers love you and they have already vision from you. They want to see you become happy and successful adults. And there is an agreement here, because you have the same vision for yourselves too. Your teachers know very well how to help you in order to make this dream come true. Listen to them, enjoy the friendship with your classmates, and you will have a wonderful school year. I send you all my love and the love of my students to you, and I wish you to be happy children and successful students. Many of my students come from a different background, unemployed, poor students, old school buildings, without facilities, underprivileged neighborhoods. However, their will and determination are very strong, because they overcome difficulties and they work on remarkable projects that make teachers and students from all over the world admire the quality of their work. So I was awarded many prizes for this project, and these prizes go to my students too. And people were impressed by their ability to understand difficult scientific ideas and their creativity. Everybody is creative, but not everybody notices it until they're given the opportunity. So all you need to do is to grasp opportunities you are given in order to unfold all your potential. You can do miracles. Embrace your creativity, collaborate with teachers and students, and express yourselves. You are supported in all your efforts. You can do miracles. Feel and trust the support you have. Your teachers stand beside you, and your classmates are your friends who will fill your adult life with joyful memories. Work and have fun. Life is full of surprises. I would also like to tell you about your future jobs. The most successful professionals are the people who love what they're doing. So do what you love and success will follow you. And maybe you will ask me, how can I know what I love? School is the field where you discover all about yourself, and that will lead you to a joyful and successful life. School activities will give you the opportunity to find out what your call is. So follow your call and don't be discouraged by difficulties. And there is another important thing I want to tell you. We live in the age of information technology. Everybody can find a lot of information everywhere, but not all of this is very useful. So you need to be on the alert, and you need to be discerning. You need to filter in your mind what guides this that guides this labyrinth. Otherwise, all this information we are exposed to every day will become a useless burden. We also live in the age of democracy, and democracy was first introduced here in Greece, where I come from. And it happened in ancient years. People realized that if they were to make a decision about their cities, they should all make this decision. So for the first time, people realized that citizens should participate in the leadership. Your school too is like a city-state. Everybody cares about it and everybody should respect the majority. Your everyday life is connected to school and your school should work in the best way. Help it out as much as you can, and it's your business too. With these thoughts, I would like to close my talk to you. I wish you all the best and enjoy your life at school. Thank you very, very much.
Wow, super! How beautiful, terrific speech from Rania Lampo ma'am from Greece. That was inspiring, awesome. And let me tell you all, Rania Lampo ma'am is working very hard in education sector. She is also working in the education ministry in Greece, and she is participating, educating, and shining every day. So it was our luck to have you, Miss Rania Lampo ma'am. You know I love you a lot. You know I appreciate you, and you know I admire you from the bottom of my heart. Now, let me have one more admirable, such a beautiful, gorgeous lady, Queen Jessie Lane from Philippines, from Greece to Philippines, connecting from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Queen Jessie ma'am.
Hello, hi. Thank you so much, Sister Munera, for giving me this opportunity, and to all the wonderful leaders and educators with me this afternoon. And I'm very honored to be here again with you. And I think I don't have to introduce myself because you know me already. Let us focus now in our topic. You know, when a human rights lawyer, me myself, I am one with the chairwoman of the International Human Rights. So education is one of the basic rights of our children. So the educators, you know, quality education and sustainable development goals, it is techniques that we must know that education is a human rights, and it is a force of the sustainable development goals, and the purpose is to educate also ourselves to attain peace. You know, the ambitions of education are essential, and it is captured in Sustainable Development Goals 4 of the 2030 agenda, that which aims to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all by 2030, especially to our children. It is to achieve equality education, we should consider three key pillars in our society. This is the pillars that support quality education. It is the access to quality teachers, the use of quality learning tools, and the professional development, and the establishment of safe and supportive quality learning environments. So education and the achievement of SDG-4 are important because they can break the cycle of poverty. You know, our country, our society, the only thing that has a history of sickness, you know, poverty is a sickness. So education is the only tool, you know, that is the tool that we will going to teach our children, and for them to be able to be equipped for becoming a youth, to know and to learn how to break the cycle of poverty and to attain progress in their personal development as well. Therefore, it helps to reduce inequalities. You know, inequalities. We are promoting quality, everything, equality in everything, not just in children, to all educators, to all leaders, and to reach gender equality as well. It also empowers people everywhere to live more healthy and sustainable life. So that is the importance of quality education. And let's proceed to innovation and in education. Innovation, it is an education that encouraged teachers and educators and students to explore, research, and use all the tools to uncover something new. It involves a different way of looking at problems and solving them. Teaching our children the innovation improves themselves because it compels students to use their higher level of thinking, their mindset. It solves problems, basic learnings. What are examples of the innovations in education? I give you basic examples like what you did in your classroom, the video streaming, the flipped classrooms, e-learning trends, and the open curriculum, changing nature faculty, changing revenue, the resources of the institution funding digital textbook, 3D printings, and the use of data analytics. That is the innovation that some of you might, some of our teachers right now, they might using it already. So now our third topic is cultural diversity. Cultural diversity is generally explained as it is the equality of different cultures. You know, when we say culture, it is a ways of life. Culture is a way of life. It includes arts, our beliefs, and the institution of the population are passed down from the generation to the next generation. So culture has been called the way of life for an entire society. As such, it includes codes of manners, the way we dress, the way we speak our language, our different religion, and of course, our different rituals and our different form of arts. When we say diversity, it is also a practice or quality of including and involving people, including our children, different status in life. It is a range of different social and ethnic backgrounds and of genders and different sexual orientation. It is a combination of differences that shape our views and perspective altogether. You know, diversity is about recognizing. It is about respecting and valuing differences based on our ethnicity, gender, race, religion, and of course, our different preferred gender. And of course, when we say cultural diversity, it is it is an opposed to monoculture, the global monoculture, or a homogenerational culture, a cultural evolution. It is in general manner. The term cultural diversity can also refer to having different culture, respect each other's differences. So when the two words come together, it creates new action, new platform, new functions in our life. So cultural diversity is very important because it is where we will going to learn to respect each other's origin. Now, you know, where we came from, and respect each other differences, the way, our ways of life. No, it is the existence of a variety of cultural groups within a society. Cultural groups can share many different characteristics like culture, religion, language, our differences, our nationality, and our class and gender, and those people with different health differences, our geographic location, and a lot of other things. This is very important. So today, I believe that we are also educated about it, but I want to share some few ideas, you know. As a CEO and founder of the We for Women Empowerment, recently we are very committed with the UN Women and the Women Empowerment business principles to support and help promote all the educators, CEOs, and all the institutions to help support the gender equality. That is very important. To internally, to our colleagues in our inner space, in our circle, in our classroom with our children, and externally to our fellow professionals, fellow educators, fellow CEOs, and fellow teachers as well. It is very important because having this gender equality principles, I think we have to respect each other. The way how we believe in our different ways of life, we have to respect, especially in basic situation. We have fellow teachers like me. I am CEO in business industry. I do respect other CEOs that they have other different gender preferences. Now they are she, and some of them are transgender, some of them are bisexual. So this kind of people, this is a simple example that we have to respect them. It is the right time for us to speak up our rights, to respect this, because even though they have the gender preferences, it refers to cultural diversity also in general manner. We have to respect their feelings, their emotion. That's the way how they are as being human. So we don't have the right to judge them the way they carry their gender, because they are already also human beings like us. They deserve respect. And although this era now, I want to specifically tell them, to the teachers, majority of the girls here, that this is the era that women leaders has different skills and competencies to manage crisis better than their male counterparts. I believe that they triumph in every situation that women and other men believe it was unwinnable. So that is the principles of the women empowerment principles that we are tackled in the United Nations lately. So part of it, education is a powerful tool. It is human rights that we are going to teach also to our children. And so that's all.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so much for sharing your great knowledge, my dearest Queen Jessie ma'am. Thank you so much. And now we are moving ahead. We are going to connect Sarmishta Mukherjee ma'am from India. After Greece and Philippines, now the time is for India to rock on this global platform. Sarmishta Mukherjee here from India. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Shormishta Mukherjee from India. I'm an educator and a writer. I'm so happy to be here today, because this is a huge platform where we are connecting globally through education. And we are celebrating here the modern education system. Then we are celebrating the quality education system in the line of SDG, which is so important today, and also innovative education. Now, innovative education is very close to my heart, and I would like to say a few lines on that. And this is applicable to the primary schools in India. So let's see what they say. Now, talking about innovative education, it is to enhance and boost the present education system. Innovation involves different ways of working at problems and solving them. Students and teachers are encouraged to research, explore, and use all the tools to uncover something new. This compels the children to use a higher level of thinking to solve complex problems. They bring out the new and unique ideas. Now, innovative learning spaces can be created by the teachers when we consider the followings. We look after the mindset, self-reflection, ask open-ended questions, create flexible learning, create a place for all learners, because this is very important because each child is unique. We cannot have a set format for all children. We have to modify it accordingly. Use problem finding. Let students take risk and fall. Consider flipped classroom model. Then a new syllabus ought to be designed so that we can supply them with the latest knowledge. The inclusion of technology has redefined education in many ways. These methods have made teaching more meaningful and interesting. Now, once we look at the few points here, the first one I would take on is technology. Now, while teaching a triangle, which has got 3 sides, what we can usually do is that we can show the 3D image. Now, that would make an excellent idea in the mind of the child that how a triangle looks like. So we can actually show different figures, and then by using the online teaching tools, animations, the classes become more interactive and interesting. So it is more to involve the children also alongside. Now, puzzles and games. Puzzles and games come along in a very great way for the children, because games they create a very good learning. And here the games are used to teach a particular concept. It's now easy to gamify the lessons. Quizzes, buzzer games, these are very important ones which we can use in the classroom. Now, interactive sessions. These interactive sessions between children, the students, and teacher and students are very, very important. Because once we start interacting, we are exchanging views, our vocabulary increases. There are so many good points in that. And we can do brainstorming, we can do group discussions, peer evaluations, we can do all that, through interactions. Now, creating pedagogy, creative. Now, we can use creative methods to teach. Students learn to construct their understanding of the lesson based on previous knowledge, the wisdom they had, and what is being taught now. They will be better engaged in writing, critical thinking, and understanding concepts. The theoretical knowledge, practical skills, and self-regulations are merged. Children ask questions, they research, and they learn. Storytelling. Storytelling is such an important part at any level. I personally feel so, at any level of education, whichever grade it is. Storytelling is so very important. And when we start it off, we can start it off even at the infant level. So stories penetrate the mind and stays on. This shows a marked increase in understanding. Children connect and relate better. Teachers can make use of technology and various online teaching tools to animate and visualize their lessons. Now we all have to be very innovative. As teachers, until and unless we are innovative, we cannot bring out the best in a child, and it's very, very important. And we have to understand the students' challenges also. You see, sometimes they're unable to understand, at times they cannot focus, and certain times also there is a lack of understanding and they are not motivated. See, the motivation factor for a teacher, for the children is very, very important. So we have to alter our teaching method, and we have to be very careful about what is the response of the child in the classroom. So as teachers, we must develop new ways to motivate the child and guide them. A good teacher can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill a love for learning. That would be a true change. And that is the change what we have to bring about through innovative teaching. So that's where I close my talk. Thank you so much.
Super. Thank you so much for sharing your great knowledge, my dearest Sharmishta Mukherjee ma'am. And now I'm moving forward. You know, this session, connecting lesson, is becoming so popular that we are getting requests from every school from different countries that we should combine this teaching method to share and to provide our great delivery. That you are doing marvelous job, my dearest leaders. So I want to connect Sangeeta Kabra ma'am. Sangeeta Kabra ma'am, can you please share your great knowledge? Thank you. Sangeeta Kabra ma'am, you are muted. Please unmute. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Monica. Thank you for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to speak today. And good afternoon from India, all the distinguished guests and speakers from all over and all the lovely students from the schools. And here, as we are talking about we are celebrating the education. So here I would start with the as you asked me, because I'm a life coach, and really I feel that education must be there must be a holistic approach when we are talking about anything, when we are talking about a balanced education system or the life. When I mean the students are the future leaders, our futures, so of the nations, everyone. So quality education is one that focuses on the social, emotional, mental, physical, and cognitive development of each student, regardless of gender, race, ethnicity, socioeconomic status, or geographic location. It prepares the child for life, not just for testing, not just for getting scores. Actually, it's not only prepare students for a job, but also develops the overall personality of an individual. And we all are aware of how technology today, because we all got this digitalization. So how technology changing the face of education in today's
Can you
time.
see, Sangeeta ma'am, your face now is on the big screen of the school. I can see when you are speaking, you are highlighted on the big screen in the classroom. Can you see that? I can see, because I have a PC, so I can see our speech, our every kind of delivery is reaching to different countries through this technology. Sangeeta ma'am.
Yes, absolutely. Fully agreed. So, the not only has the mode of receiving education changed, but the method of teaching students have also evolved, because it's not only depends on monologue. We are actually getting connected on the gadgets now. So that I think as a life coach, I would say the first thing is creating and applying positive mindset. As just as Mr. Ma'am said, I think that positive education is education for both traditional skills and for happiness. And it can greatly help for not only on the academic performance of students, but also on their character and well-being. And positive education teaches the skills of well-being through direct practice, and the curriculum aiming to equip students with skills to build their resilience, optimism, character, strength, formation of positive relationships, and other significant factors. So I would say that when actually a child enters in the class or in the school, so there must be a environment which can give them a very positive mindset to create something new in their life. And I would say that just ma'am said that create flexible learning environment where I mean the students can learn, how, what, when, and where they feel that they want to ask questions, and they are getting all the answers for their curiosity. So I mean, it's our responsibility as the educator, as a teacher, and a school admin that we must provide them that kind of flexible learning environment. And I would say that, just as I said, that allowing students to get all the answer for their curiosity, because many times they are asking question and we feel that it's not necessary at this time to give them answers. So they actually get student answers can lead to strong collaboration, exciting conversations, and new ideas, as well as it can encourage them for leadership skills. So actually they can get all the answers in any method, through the any way to solve their curiosity and for their overall growth. And I think the most important thing, that is personality matters. So create a place for all kind of learners. Few are introverts, few are extroverts, and few are ambiverts. So many times it happens that when we are giving few kind of projects, they are introverts can thrive. So at that time, extroverts think that, they are feeling kind of anxious and they are feeling like backbenchers. So create a collaborative and collective kind of projects where they both kind of, three kind of personality can collaborate together. And here I would again say that when we come to that cultural diversity, that when we talk about the culture is the framework around which we build our identity. It influences how we engage with the world, the perspective we take, and the perspective we have. So every one of us has a culture, and most of us have identities built from multiple cultures. So I feel that from my perspective, fostering cultural diversity in the classroom has a huge impact on students and on their performance. Students achieve more and work harder in multicultural environment, because they think that when you are planning a lesson, reflect the students and their varied backgrounds, and they develop deeper knowledge of a subject as they explore it from varying perspectives. This also equips students with a broader understanding and opens their mind to a deeper insights.
Okay, thank you
Yeah.
so much, my dearest honorable leader. Thank you so much, Sangeeta Kabra ma'am. Now from India, let me connect Oman and Greece, right? Oman. Philippe Giorgio, sir, you are from Oman right now and you are originally from Greece. Am I right?
That's correct.
Okay, so please deliver your great knowledge and share your skills, abilities. And I still can hear and see us on the biggest screen of the school in Vietnam. 250 students, that means plus 500 parents and the school authority. You can imagine that right at this moment you are delivering a speech to 2,000 different people in different countries. So over to you, Philippe Giorgio, sir. Thank you.
Great. Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be part of your programs whenever you have them, Monira. Anything to support. My name is Philippe Giorgio. I am a life coach, just like my colleague from India.
Sangeeta Kabra.
Yes, I'm also a meditation guide. I'm a mindfulness instructor. I'm a sound therapist, and I am an energy healer. So I am not into education as such, but I educate very differently. It is still part of the education process. So what I want to do today, and I have no prepared speech as usual, I will talk a little bit about cultural diversity, but from a different perspective.
Okay.
The world today has become very open and very mobile. People can travel anywhere they want, anytime they want. In the last 2 years, we were hit by a pandemic, which affected the world of travel. But as soon as things went back to normal or starting to go back to normal, people are rushing to travel again. Why? Because the natural curiosity of the human being. The human being is by nature curious, a discoverer. He wants to understand new things. He wants to discover new places. He wants to go to new horizons. He wants to experience new things in a different culture, in a different environment, with different traditions. And why is that? It is because we humans are all the same. We can be living in different borders, which to my mind have been artificially created. But as a matter of fact, we are all one. We are all belonging to the human race. We have developed in certain geographies that have created cultures, but in reality, we are all belonging to the same race, the human being race. So the beauty of cultural diversity is that we bring together people who have developed and grown up in different cultures, in different traditions, with different backgrounds, around different people, with different habits and customs. When we bring them together, we bring a lot of wealth and richness to the society in general. Because when you bring people together, they bring their traditions and make traditions known to others. They bring their food and make their food different to others. They bring their singing and dancing and art and bring it and make it available to other people. That's the beauty of cultural diversity. We should not look at cultural diversity being I am me and you are you, and we don't dialogue and we don't exchange. On the contrary, if you are from Bangladesh and I am from Oman, I'm not from Oman, I'm from Greece, but I live in Oman, then there is a lot of things I can bring to your culture and a lot of things you can bring to my culture. By bringing people together, we create a much more diverse, rich, and harmonious society. Now, you can take all this back to the school, and we're talking about the schools now. I strongly encourage, every time I have a chance to speak to a teacher, I strongly encourage the teachers to talk to the kids about other things than their own. If they are teaching in Vietnam and they talk about the history and the culture of Vietnam, they should also bring other cultures, studies to people, to students, so that the student grows up with an open mind. So when he meets someone else from a different society, he is not shocked, he is not traumatized, he is not taken aback. He accepts the other because the other comes from a different background. And then it would encourage the kids to become much more open-minded. It would encourage the kids to want to travel, to want to discover, to want to live other cultures. Today, there are more people working and living in other countries than their own than in the past history of human beings. Millions and millions of people leave their own homes today to go and work in another location, and not just for work, but also for discovery. So my encouragement to you to consider this whole, cultural diversity in your own programs, to bring people from all walks of life, from all cultures, from all backgrounds, from all traditions. It is just a marvelous get together. So I would encourage people to continue mixing with others, to continue learning about the others, to continue accepting others, and that will create a much better world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Philippe Giorgio, sir. You have just spoken my mind, because you see, here we have leaders from Oman, Greece, Philippines, India, Bangladesh, Kenya, Vietnam. How many countries all together just on live? Can you believe it? So we are gathering and we are combining, we are uniting together just for one goal, one mission, to be united, to be successful together, to learn from each other, to educate our great children, and to encourage them, to inspire them, to motivate them in a different way, like we are doing through our program. So right at this moment, I want to connect Dr. Akash Midha from India. Dr. Akash, can you please unmute and share your great knowledge from India? Thank you.
Good afternoon, good evening, Salam Alaikum, and I want to thank Morina Sultana ma'am for inviting me on this big platform where we are connected with youth, that is upcoming leaders of the society, and we hope that we can see they are greeting in this manner. They welcomed us and this platform welcomed us, and earlier to me Philippe Giorgio sir explained in a beautiful way that is cultural meaning. I will also share certain things about starting from culture, and afterwards I would like to talk upon other topics. I am author, poet, educator and motivation speaker from India, Dr. Akash Medha here in front of you. I will start with my two lines only, that is poetry. In Hindi it is said like this: नामुमकिन के दौर में मुमकिन लिखता हूँ, शक के चेहरे पे यकीन लिखता हूँ. Meaning of this, I write possible in times of impossible, write faith in the on the face of doubt. So, as educator, shukriya.
Super.
Thank you. As educator, as student, we can say future of our nations, our countries, our world. So we should write that possible in times of impossible we did and we are doing by this platform. So little bit I will also talk about importance of cultural diversity first of all. So every setting of life, if we go world schools or universities, wherever we go, so this globe now it is not a bigger, it is smaller. We can find deep learning everywhere. So cultural diversity, if we are talking about in education, that is support us in deep learning. Whatever things we are not actually getting from the books, certain other things we are gaining from the atmosphere, that atmosphere which is set by teachers, good atmosphere it could be, but sometimes in recent scenario we should go for that if we are talking about innovative education. So we should provide that risk taking ability to the students, as earlier speakers told about this, that is we have to give that certain problems to students. That one thing also I want to mention, that is as an educator or as a student, also as a learner, that we are not making managers, we are making leaders, future leaders, and basically we are making entrepreneurs. So
Yes.
students in future should not rush about jobs, should not run about jobs after the jobs. They should be that kind that they can give different kind, they can establish their startups. Right now the world is of startups, so they can be that much of risk takers in future. So this deep learning, deep understanding by cultural diversity they can gain when they are in different setups. Confidence and growth, obviously they will get this if they are coming from their comfort zone, and if the environment is like this, we are providing that kind of challenges to them. This is required in this scenario, this avenue. And other part is more empathy. Like we sometimes we can see, as a poet I can understand this, you also understand as a mind coach, and different kind of people are there. So sometimes this happens that we are not understanding our languages. This is cultural diversity, but we can understand our emotions, that is body language. That is emotions are same. Earlier Philippe Giorgio sir also told this is not a hurdle, we can learn together. I can learn something from you, from your emotions and overall. So this is benefit of cultural diversity, that is cultural exchange. It will minimize the stereotypes. And one Roman philosopher once said, that is the soil, however rich it may be, however the soil may be rich, cannot be productive without cultivation. So the mind without culture, so it will not produce any kind of good fruits. This I also believe.
Super.
And thank you. And if I, you permit me a little bit, I want to share certain other cultural diversity. Short poem of, in short, I will give you a brief of Scottish poet. She is very famous, Liz Lockhead, must heard. That is, her poem I want to quote in English. That is, I'm talking in our lingua franca. Tell me, do you drive on the left or right? Is your football team the Botswana Zebras on or indomitable Lions of Cameroon? Can you take me to Zuncano? And is there mangrove forest? Is it true that a lightweight business suit is appropriate city grab, shaking hands, the usual form of greeting? Are there frigate, diamonds, uranium? What is climate? Is there a typical hurricane, season or wind of change? How many miles of coastline in your country? Is the currency the Kenyan shilling or the Brunei dollar? Or is the world for rain or a blessing? Do you speak the lingua franca? This kind of Scottish Liz Lockhead told about this cultural
Wow.
diversity in her little more lines
Wonderful.
are there, but just I quoted some. Now innovative education, I think Shalmista ma'am already told about this mindset on all things that is to be provided by educator. Little bit I want to focus on this creativity. In innovation, we were talking about that is creativity. Students, by doing the things, they are learning certain creative things. Open-mindedness is there. If trustworthiness between or among the teachers, entrepreneur, this educator and the students are there, so it will nurture the innovation in education. And further, if we are talking about this modern education system, so modern education system in comparison to conventional ecosystem, this education system, there is differences you can see. In corona period, we already saw that different kind of technology advancements we developed this, and we learned also as an educator. Earlier we were not aware about different kind of technical advancements. Right now we are very well versed with this kind of techniques, so we are learning day by day. As educator also, we are now going towards good learners. So traditional education was tried and tested. Right now practical approach and assessments are there, exercises are there, grading assessments are there, so that the student also don't feel that kind of burden. They will feel that okay, grades are there, so they will feel also comfortable. So something that is extracurricular activities to be imbibed, and it is also imbibed in school curriculums, that is extracurricular grades and skill development. And modern education, that is 15 to 20 minutes slide presentation given to students, that is classroom teaching, and afterwards 10 minutes breaks for physical exercises and different kind of recreational activities student can do. Then afterwards again come to the classroom, and certain questions asked by this tutor from the students regarding the curriculum, so it will sharpen the mind of students. It was tested. So this is beauty of modern education, where the playing learning method can be adopted, and quality of education from 1990 to 2016, we are increasing that rate like 83.2% to 91.4%, major increase overall the world in the literacy rate in case of 15 to 24 years age students. So we are at most we can rely on this, and we can hope that we are doing well. And these kind of platforms, again I want to congratulate, and I would like to thank Morina ma'am and all the educators and all the leaders present here, and the schools, especially students, whosoever are listening, and their teachers. They are actually, yeah, we want to congratulate them that they are associated with us and listening to us and sharing their ways also. So sustainable development, we are focusing on that. In India also, we are doing different kind of whatever we can do, the efforts. So with this remarks, I would again thanks to this platform Learning Club. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Dr. Akashmida. You were so mind-blowing, superb. And Ms. Khan, your effort is now bringing the color, bringing the food. You can see that 10 countries we have combined together, and 10 countries together, we are going to celebrate these in a grand way. And we will congratulate, appreciate, recognize the efforts of our educators. The school will be recognized, appreciated, and will be loved more in a stronger way. Thank you so much, Dr. Akashmida. You have beautifully depicted your marvelous speech. Thanks a lot. So now
Thanks a lot.
I want to connect my another personality, great leader, Jonathan Mathet from Kenya. Jonathan Mathet from Kenya, sir, can you please unmute yourself if you can hear me? Jonathan Mathet, can you hear me?
Yes, Monira, I can hear you.
I request you to please give your delivery in a fast way, so that our student, as you know, they are very much young. They do not have that much patience. Thank you so much, Jonathan Mathet, sir, from Kenya.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm Jonathan Mathet from Kenya. I work at the Technical University of Mombasa, based in Kenyan Coast. I'm an accounts assistant. I'm also disability mainstreaming champion at the Technical University of Mombasa. Also a member disability mainstreaming committee. I'm also a parent of a child with a disability. My daughter lost hearing after a long battle with illness. That is why now she acquired hearing impairment. So she is now learning in a deaf school. Thank you so much, Monira, for hosting me, at least to speak with the leaders and also to speak to the students and the teachers. I myself, I'm not a teacher as such, but I work in accounts office, but at least I can share something on diversity and inclusivity. And now here in Kenya, we have different cultures, tribes, that is culture. We have about 44 tribes which are here in Kenya. So in as much as we are 44, but we ensure that we appreciate and acknowledge the cultural heritage of each and everyone and culture. So when it comes to learning, we should be having inclusivity as in the Education Act here in Kenya and maybe other countries. We should actually embrace inclusivity for different cultures in learning institutions so that we can be able to learn from one another. At the same time, we'll be able to appreciate what others do in terms of their culture, and we can also be able to learn from one another through learning skills. Maybe some other people may be good in some other areas, like now in Kenya, we have where I come from, that is my tribe, Kalenjin. They are well known for marathon. They know how to run very fast. So when we integrate with others, they'll be able to learn such skills and maybe they can be able to run and we exchange different ideas. Also on matters of innovation, here at Technical University of Mombasa, we do embrace innovation as that is one of our core value. And also in terms of another core value is equity for diversity, inclusivity for different cultures, and also gender. So we have gender sensitive. We are supposed to gender mainstreaming to include even women in leadership. Also, we ensure that there is a very good interaction in terms of gender. And another one is on disability mainstreaming. We ensure that we have PWDs in our institution in terms of staff and students. We admit students with different disabilities. Like this year, we have been admitting students with different disabilities, but this year, September, we managed to admit our first deaf student who use a sign language, and that is how we are moving forward, the University Council and the Vice Chancellor, Professor Laila Bubaka, to ensure that there is inclusivity in matters of disability, religion, tribe, all tribes are here, so that they can learn together, and we will be able to ensure that each and every person enjoys his or her right to education without any discrimination. So I believe all over the whole, that is what we are supposed to do. Let's continue embracing technology in terms of innovation, having new ideas so that we can be able to learn. Things are changing. That is why we have to be very innovative so that we get through. And then we also embrace disability. Now disability is inability. They can do anything but differently. So thank you so much, Monira, and the students who are listening to us and other leaders. That is all from me, Jonathan Metet from Kenya. Thank you very much.
Let you all know one information. Jonathan Mathis, sir, from Kenya is very famous. Wherever he joined, that show become popular. And that program become a hit. So Jonathan Mathis, sir, thanks a lot. You are doing a great work for our disabled children. Disabled means differently able. Okay,
yes.
they are not less in any talent. They are more talented, but in a different way. Thanks a lot, Jonathan Mathis, sir, for providing the service and adding value to our disabled. That means special children. We need them and they need us. They need you. You means each of you. You means Miss Rania. You means Miss Monica, Miss Sangita, Miss Sharmishra, Dr. Akash, Ambassador Noor, and Queen Jessie, Daphne Soares, everyone. Thanks, my leader. So, Monica, ma'am, can I please have you on this global platform? Monica Chopra from India.
Hello, Munira, and hello, everyone, the educators present here. I'm really thankful to Munira for providing me this opportunity. And as far as myself concerned, I want to introduce that I'm a poetess, I'm a counselor, and I'm an author in many books. And I feel I provide counseling to the students who have this gap. They find difficulty in focusing on their curriculum. And I try and strive balance, and I want to make them understand what education is, because education is something very important in our life, and we cannot ignore it at any stage of, because learning is ongoing. We cannot stop learning. At every stage of life, we keep on learning and enhancing our skills and knowledge. For me, education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who are prepared for it. And as an educator and as a counselor, I personally feel that it's our responsibility to make the children understand that they are the future of our nation, and we should groom them in such a way that they can take our nations to the greater heights. And now coming to the today's topic, which is the quality of education. One second.
Yeah.
According to me, the successful performance in school is supported by a wide range of abilities, attitude, and social economic competencies. Beyond traditional literacy and numeracy skills, life skills significantly contribute to a learning are an aspect of quality education. Quality education across education system consists of the application of principles of effective, empowering, equity, sustainable, appropriate, and well-being. Quality is an important aspect of cost-effective education outcome. Purpose of quality education is to develop a balanced set of capability of children that require to become a economically productive, developed, sustainable livelihoods. And these days, SDGs are playing a very important role in our life, not only in my country, but across the globe. Each and every country is working on SDGs, not on a single goal, but on every goal, and they want to complete it by 2020, and they are putting their enormous efforts. And SDG-4 talks about quality education, and it was established by UN in September 2015 with a goal to ensure inclusiveness and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunity for all of us. The mission was ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunity for all. Now we talk about the innovation in education. The innovation is in everything, not only in education. Since March 2020, we all are in a very difficult and hard time of our lives. Pandemic. People say that pandemic is a tough time. Many have faced losses in their families, in many things, in jobs. But personally, I feel that it was a blessing in disguise, because when we were in the difficult situation, we all tried to achieve something using technology, internet. And because of that, today we are together on this platform, connecting 10 countries and meeting the students of the other countries just a click away. Innovation in education means resolving a real problem in a simple way and to promote equitable learning. Innovation in education is matching the scale of solution to the scale of challenge. Innovation in education in encouraging not only students but teachers to research, explore, and use many new tools so that they can look at the problem and solve them easily. It also improves education because it compels students to think out of the box to solve complex problems. In education, innovation can appear in new pedagogy theory, methodological theory, teaching techniques, instrumental tools, learning progress, institutional structure that, when implemented, produces a significant change in teaching and learning, which leads to a better student learning. In modern schools also, modern school system was brought in India by Lord Thomas Babington Macaulay in 1830. The curriculum was confined to modern subjects, science, mathematics, and subjects like metaphysics and physiology were considered unnecessary. But these days, we are focusing on writing, visualizing, imagining, and thinking skills. Modern education is a dynamic way of learning, enabling students to learn a lot faster. The interaction between the students and teachers helps students to understand better. Modern education allows students a lot more than not just learning and help them to become more social and interactive. A humanist, John Amos Comenius, was a great educator from Moravia. In today's, he is considered to be the father of modern education, establishing modern education methods and promoting universal education. Now we come to the cultural diversity. Today, we are all together because of cultural diversity. We are knowing each other, and it is the quality of the diverse and a different culture as opposed monoculture, the global monoculture. The world is naturally multinational. Approaching cultural diversity with a mindset and action, embrace this fact to lead many benefits like compassion, innovation, productivity, new opportunity, and problem solving. With this, I would say that I'm really very happy and feeling great to be here along with big educators and the students of Vietnam. And I feel that with my speech, you might have gained some knowledge. And thank you so much, Munira, once again for this platform.
Thank you so much, Monica ma'am. 11 countries joined together. Miss Khan is trying hard. You don't know that after your speech, after finishing every program, our students, their parents and teachers zoom your picture, listen your conversation again and again. And they are telling us that they want to be like you. They want to speak like you, to be fluent in English like you. Okay, so these comments you don't know, but I'm just sharing right now. So now I am connecting another country. Miss Hayat Haj Khalil from Tunisia. Hayat, my sister, how are you? Please share your great conversation. Thank you.
Good morning, all. Thank you very much, Dr. Munira, my sister, my lovely sister. And I'm delighted to join you today in a very special day, an enlightening day, where parents, children, educators, doctors, all human who can participate, who can offer from his heart to others who are from many countries, from different classes, from different languages, but we have together the will for change, the will to better our life, to be happy. Today, I am very, very happy because I feel my heart beating wherever I go, in classroom, with my family, and with you here. Traveling is the best thing that can join that can unite people from everywhere. Traveling is the purpose of our life. We live to travel. And today, thanks to media, thanks to association, thanks to the will of many persons, many heroes like you, and like many of us here present, are participating in this magnific, in this magic travel. This magic travel is the best way to embetter the world. Writers used to write what they see while traveling. Now we are together on this platform, thanks to social media, thanks to technological advancement, evolution, and development. We can be together. We are far from each other, but we are very close to each one of us. We are very, very close because we really want to make the children, the trees, the flowers that who embellish the world. Today, we have many struggle, we have many purpose, and it is very difficult to educate in the family and also in classroom. Children and students are nowadays very open to the world. And we have to give them the means to be close to each other and to live happily and to perform their passions, their talents. Today, children are very talented. They have so many talents, and we have to be here for them. And what a joy. Today, I'm in classroom, I'm teaching about how to live together, how to be compassionate towards others, how to work together in a great atmosphere, in a good atmosphere, how to be beautiful and how to show this beauty in the world. Thanks to culture, thanks to writing, painting, sciences also. And this is through literature. I think literature is the wide door to every science and every art. Thanks to literature, thanks to language, we can discuss with others. We can develop our skills and we can join others and tell them about our culture, our identity. Today, the defy is to be enracined, to have roots, and to have great attachment to roots, but also to embrace others' branches. To better the world, to keep safe the world. We are keeping safe the world today while discussing about education, innovation, SDG, social medias, and especially about children, the eyes of the future. We have to keep these eyes open, clear, precise. We have to explain to them first, to explain to them what is the definition of xenophobia, of polygamy, of any of secrets of nature. When they discover secrets of nature,